So, welcome again to I.P.A. on an explore. Well, we are exploring. So, welcome back to the channel. Any newcomers, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Go over to Rumble and follow us on there. And here we are at Bosworth Heritage Site, Battlefield and whatnot. See, have a look around. We've just done the Shenton Station video, so check on that one. It'll be below. So, King Dick's Well, we'll start off the journey here. So why was it called King Richard III? Oh, his last drink of water was from this spring during the heavy battle, fighting in the battle on 22nd of August 1485. So that's why they changed it to King Richard's Well. Right, so turn you around, let's have a look. There we go. But you can't drink from that now. Oh, there's water in it. Oh, I hear trickling. So is that I don't know what that's Latin. I can't read that. Anybody else that can read that, just pause the screen for a second just while you read that. There you go. So this cairn was erected in the early 19th century to mark the well at which King Richard III was said to have refreshed himself while fighting at the Battle of Bosworth. Though some of his men encamped near here, the battle took place over a mile to the south-west, where King Richard fell, gallantly defending his realm and his crown against the invading army of Henry Tudor, who was 32 years old. So that's the originally known as King Dick's Well.
I wouldn't fancy having a drink from there, would you?
Yeah.
Then again, you didn't.
Someone's put a 2p coin in there. King Dick, Richard.
I suppose if you jump in there, there's something running.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
They should have just carried on calling it King Dick. Shouldn't they really? I'm not a fan of Richard III, no.
No, I won't. I'll prefer them.
Well, it's a well-known fact that he kidnapped the two boys and put them in the tower.
Princes, yeah.
So it serves himself right that he died at the battle. The crown wasn't rightfully his anyway. There's an engraving on there, I don't know what that is. Right, let's move on further. Right, so quite the walk from that well. Look at here. This is where the museum is.
Oh, you would have told us everything if it was.
And through there, I think that's where you assemble for the tour. For your tour of the grounds. That's where we are. We are here.
Exhibition, white.
I think the actual heritage centre, I think it was an old farm that they've repurposed into the actual museum. So you've got the time barn, cafe that way, the toilets, that's the centre office just there. That's where you gather for your tour, just there. And then that's the gift shop just through there. 2 kings, 1 day. The museum is just straight through there. I'll show you the pricing as well. Let's have a look. Have a look at the pricing. That's pretty good actually. The admission ticket allows unlimited repeat visits to this exhibition for 12 months from the date of purchase. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you pay £10, you can come back again and again for 12 months. Quite cool. And then you've got your weekend guided walks. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. Are now available in stock. A pair of stocks. That's all a new build. This is a new building. That's new build. Plane going over the head. So all this is a new build. All this barn. These are all new builds. These are 2 kings, 1 day. And we've got the 2 rows. That's where they have the pretend battles through there.
Yeah, it's on certain days every year.
Piece of armour up
A lot of
there.
it took place in May and June.
Yeah. So you come in this end on the main road into the car park, and so you can park in at any one of these car parks here, straight ahead or just to your right there, and then you make your way down this path here. That's your entrance way in. Yeah, that's a private way in. That's for the staff and that. So you can either have that car. Well, that car park there's for disabled people. Hence the wheelchair drawings. You've got this one here, and then you've got the main car park to the right here. It is pay per hour, I think it is. These are the pay machines. So you've got pay and display. So that's up to 1 hour, £2, up to 2 hours, £3.50, up to 3 hours, £4.50, over 3 hours, £5. And then you've got your entry fee to the museum as well. So you're looking about a little bit of cash. Right then, so that's the Heritage Museum and Centre, cafe and whatnot. There's a whole picnic area just here. So we're going to make our way up to that location there, following this trail to reach the sundial. So reach the sundial. There's some dates and that, history and dates and. Right, so let's just get a perspective on this. Right, so here is a map. So this point here is where the sundial is, where we're going to. So if you look across fields to this point here where my thumb is, the marshy area here, this is now known where the final battle where Richard was killed finally ended, just there, which is a marshy area, and they know that because a number of archaeological finds, the majority was found at this point here. A lot of heavy finds were found here, weaponry, cannonballs, arm points, pins and parts of armour and shields and all sorts, daggers. The large portion was found here, this marshy area. So that's the actual battlefield, and it's actually on private land, so we can't exactly go and visit that.
She went for that dog.
Right, so there's a sundial thing in the bob here, sort of thing. So it's got dates and things. Yeah, but there is another viewing platform somewhere else. So this is classed as the sundial. There's lots of different dates and that. We'll go around there in a minute. And there's a memorial to Thomas Lord Stanley, Henry Tudor, which is over there,
And Richard the
and
Third.
Richard III. I'm sorry, for Richard III. I don't hold Richard III into much high esteem, really, considering that everybody knows that he kidnapped them boys and hid them in the tower. The actual heir to the actual throne. So, right, so we'll go from one. So, there's 1, 2. On the 2nd of August 1485, over 1,000 men lost their lives on Bosworth Field. This monument commemorates them and the many thousands who were killed during the Wars of the Roses. I don't know why these are blank. Number 3. The last Plantagenet king slung naked across a horse. A victor leads his tired army to Leicester, and a day's deeds are recounted. The king's body is viewed by the masses before the Grey Friars put him to rest. That was where they buried him, at that old chapel. Then it became a car park, and that's where they found the body. And then they reinterred him at Leicester Cathedral. Reinterred. Bodies strew the field, blood soaks the ground, and the screams and moans of the injured fill the air. Away from the carnage, a new king is crowned. God is praised for the unlikely victory, and the Tudor dynasty begins. Yeah. The cannons blasting their shots, snatching men from the ranks. Storms of arrows finding their prey. The surge of men towards their enemy. The ring of steel on steel, and the dull thud of steel on bone. Spurs rake back in a desperate charge. With victory in sight, treachery is unleashed. The king falls.
This is a sundial.
Yeah. Actually going backwards this is, because this is 9 and that was 2.
I think I took a photo of these earlier.
Early in the morning, men prepare their souls and their equipment for the forthcoming battle. Sounds of stone on blades and murmured Latin prayers are soon drowned out by the din of the drums calling the men to muster.
I like this one.
Yeah. And then
this one, I think. Bodies strew the field, blood soaks the ground. The screams and moans of the injured fill the air. Away from the carnage, a new king is crowned. God praise for the unlikely victory in the Tudor dynasty.
John de Vere, Earl of Oxford. Henry Tudor, he was the Earl of Richmond. And then we've got John Savage and Gilbert Talbot. And then here we've got Sir William Stanley. Thomas Stanley. George Stanley, Lord Strange. Oh no. Henry Percy, the Earl of Northumberland. King Richard III. John Howard, Duke of Norfolk. Yeah, surrounded by fresh lavender all the way around. That's nice, that is. Mama. So north is that way. So the direction of the actual battle is actually that way, beyond those trees, beyond that tree line. So also beyond there is the Shenton to Shaxton Railway that goes that way, and then we've got the marshlands. It's beyond those trees where you've got a bit of marshland is where Richard fell. So these fields here will have a few little skirmishes, a few little couple of battles where other small army and infantries would join up the main flanks of the main army. So you'll have a few little skirmishes, but then when they reassembled over there, that's where the main battle and Richard fell. Interesting. So you would have had a few different skirmishes on these fields, and probably here. Not sure how old that farm is, because that was an original. That farm there is now the Heritage Centre. I don't know how old that farm is. Suppose I could check. I suppose. So if you go through this gate here, you can literally walk all the way down to the bottom of that field, which is all the way down there, and then it takes you all the way across to the Shenton station, which is over that way, and then you can walk all the entire route all the way down back into the Heritage Centre, taking you quite a long route. It's quite a nice walk, eh?
Lovely.
If you've got a dog, it's an ideal walking space. You can take the dog into the cafe. Bear in mind, the cafe is selling food and serving food, but yet you can't take it into the gift shop because there's sweets and things there and pop. So I don't know how that justifies it. I don't understand that bit. I mean, normally dogs wouldn't be allowed in restaurants but in a gift shop, but in this case it's the opposite way around. I don't understand that bit.
Because there's more food in the restaurant.
Exactly. So you can take the dog there as long as it's on a lead.
But she did let us in, only because we held her.
Yeah, if you've got a small dog and you hold it, pick it up and hold it, you can go in the gift shop. So that was quite handy. So this is where you can basically, this little viewing thing is where you view the end battle. It's just beyond them trees there.
Look at that.
And they said that when the battle was taking place, people were watching the battle from the Dadlington Church steeple.
Oh.
So that's where they said it was originally. That's where it is, cannonball scatter here and that. So yeah, there's Shenton, Ashby Canal.
Still starting. Just to
It is. It's hard to picture it unless you can get the original old maps and match them up. So the visitor centre's here. So yeah, it's interesting that. Before. So it's beautiful. Beautiful day today. Nice and sunny and warm. Pick a nice day.
We set it out, it was a bit overcast, but
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Got a duck here.
Nice breeze. They'll be alright.
Right. So this trail here from there all the way down here takes you back to the Heritage Centre.
Just think they marched all this in this heat.
Oh, and horseback.
Eh?
And horseback.
Yeah. Do you reckon they've all that armour in this heat?
Well, you wear armour to battle. Right then, so that brings us to the end of this video. Just a look around Bosworth Heritage Centre. The site of the fall of the King Richard III, sorry, I keep saying turd. And it's on video. Oh well. So if you're coming out here for a day, I don't think there's enough here to keep going for a day. It certainly ain't a lot for kids, but I didn't go in the museum, but it is a little bit pricey for what it is and the size of it. But so you've got to pay for parking, and you've got to pay for the museum as well. And then if you're having lunch out here, bring a packed lunch. Plenty of picnic benches here. It'll save on a bit of cost and that. £9 something for a toaster. How much was it for a cheese scone?
2 scones, 2 cups of tea, £11.
2 cups of tea, 2 scones, £11. So that's what you're expecting when you come here. So anyway, thought you'd enjoy that. Do like, share and subscribe, and check out our other videos. Until we meet again, check out all the videos. Hope you enjoyed that. Until the next time, bye.